you go. Just mind your feet if we get down the bottom.
Would you be scared of you weren't here yourself?
Look at the mist down here. Dampness here.
Oh, you can smell it.
The fog of mist. Cold. It's the cold air down here hitting the hot air coming in. So at the moment, there's no very many opportunities during the year that's getting any water in it, so this is why we're doing this. At the moment, might be the last. It's not going to last forever, obviously. And you do see distinct differences every time you come down. It is deteriorating, so we'll head down the very end first for you, right? So this is the air raid shelter, World War II air raid shelter in Scotland. It was started in 1939. Get my history right here, but I've not read it for a while. 1939. It took a team of 34 Polish workers around the clock, 24-hour shifts for 6 months, I'm sure it was, from start to finish. It consists of 5 chambers and it's 600 metres, 600 yards long, which makes it the longest World War II air raid shelter in Europe. And it was constructed to house the local big building here, staff and families. And I first found this in 1985, just by complete accident. So we'll go up here, Elias, is there not? There's the toilet. Toilet says, but you had to, that's all you had to have privacy, a bit of canvas. Let's pull that aside there, see if there's anything still in there yet. Ah, look, there's your wee chanty. How would you like to have? Aye. You can see there's a door here. So, and this was one of the passageways, Lee, that took us up where we walked in there. Well, below that would have been below that would a big factory building there, and that would have took you into here from the factory in an event of an air raid going off and a siren. And that's, you see, it was all lighting the whole way up. All the light fittings there, it would have been well lit. There is a couple of light fittings still here. I can put my light up a bit more. I've done a few videos down here, but the lighting and the sound's always been absolutely rubbish, so I'm hoping this one's going to be finally a bit decent. And I'll not need to come back again. I've got the lights and the sound to whether I'm using it properly or whatever is another story. I'll need to. So this was the end of the line here, Lee, and you can see the black ridge here. Just there, that's how deep the water comes up. So it does get higher than your welly boots. It does get higher than your wellies, and you see that's the end of the just rubble behind that. So, and your gully there was for the water to pull in, and then it get pumped out. And this big line here was to pump fresh air in from the big motor that you'll see up the other side. There's the so it's dug out of 30 foot of solid, like granite-like stone. Solid stone, so it was built to last. That's for sure. This is what, 90 years near enough now. 80 odd years. I mean, this could have been a tremendous... People from all over Europe, all over the world would have flocked here as a tourist attraction if it had only been kept. But I like a paint on the metal, preserve it. This would have been a right money maker, but typical council, they'd rather wreck something or knock it down than preserve it, the history. That's like a wee trolley. I think that was from, I can remember in that big kind of building where we passed Lee Wirris's for, there was a load of trolleys like that in there. So it's not, it's from over there. There's a bit of graffiti, I don't know, I think it's in this one, might be in the other one. World War II graffiti. I've not got the gimbal this evening because I'm just using a different camera with a different light on it. That's where we come, is that where we come in? Aye. So that's where we come in, Lee, so we'll carry on. I'll show you in here, just mind step over this big gap here. This is where all the power was generated. There's the fuse boxes. See if I can see the name on that. Sandamax. 15 amps, 500 volts. So we'll head up to the end. There's something nice up here to see. A nice story with it as well. I've not got the wide angle lens on this time as well. I want it to be a bit more tight. I want it to be a bit more tightly cropped. What do you think of it so far, Lee? First time you've been here, eh? There was World War II graffiti around about this. It might have been further down there. We'll see the way out. I think that's another door there that's been attempted to be filled in. That was the council that done that. This is why you never give out locations, folks. There was an inquiry in the local rag 15 years or so, 20 years ago, looking for information on this shelter as they'd heard about it. So I supplied them with a load of photographs. I got a double page spread, and the council contacted me to show me where it is. So I took them down, them and a historian and some guy that used to work in the building beside us. And they proceeded to publish a book in the local history. Steal my photograph, didn't give me credit for it. And done that to the stairs, blocked it up with sludge so as you can look back in again, and sealed it up. Lesson learned. If anybody asks you for a location and you don't trust them, don't give it out. And that's the way it's been. So I had up another one of these little offshoots, Lee, into the factory. The door's still on this as well. I'm sure it just a bit of canvas over that as well. Aye. There's a bit of canvas, which has held up, I must say, pretty well over the years. Another wee ducats in there for toilets. These, because you're going round corners like that, Lee, that's for a blast. That's to stop the blast coming straight up in case a bomb dropped. Oops, watch out for you. So this was used as a paint shop or something, because I've not been in here for years. This, you can see it's been black. Somebody set a fire at one point. There was a kind of workbench here and it was all paint on the paint's all on the walls. And that took you into the factory as well. It looks pretty demolished there, but that was intentionally done when they demolished the buildings outside. They just sealed this up. So it's not very often you get no water in here. Got to take the advantage while you can. This might be the last time we're doing, well, your first and last maybe. I've not been doing here since about 2004, I think it was. Was it 14 or something? I can't remember. Need to check back with old photos. It's been maybe a few years anyway. Where are we? So, there's an old shoe here. That was up there before, Lee. It might have been floated about. That was the first time I found this in '85. This shoe was in here then, so whether it's from the wartime or not, it's another story, but it's been here for years anyway. There's one of the light fittings there. Actually, there's one here. There's one there, you can see. Good stuff. So this is near the end, Lee. I'm not sure about wartime, but they've been doing here the whole time I've known this place as well. See, people's been doing explorers, lighting it up for cinematic with tea light candles everywhere. Quite a popular venue for that, and it looks smashing. See when the tea light candles is lit up, looks great. It looks great. This is what I'm going to show you. And there's a story behind this bit of kit up here. See, it's getting foggy again because it's warm outside and it's reacting with the cool air in here. It's getting misty. So this first time I seen this, Lee, it was still green, this big machine. It's a big diesel motor. And that's the exhaust going outside there with the fumes. And I think it was to supply the shelter with fresh air. Fresh air or pumping out that trough in there. And you'll see there, the name of this machine is Blackstone Engines. Well, you know that corner over there where we come in, from the roundabout and up to where we just drove in, that's been historically called Blackstone Corner. So Blackstone Corner ended up with a machine in it which was made by Blackstone Motor Company. And there's I did look it back years ago. That serial number and that, I can't remember much about it now. It's very misty here with the air temperature. I don't know if it's affecting my lens or not. But this was a toilet block. You'll see that was the toilet. So as you had again was a wee flap of a wee flap of cloth, canvas, just for your privacy. Oh, it's misty as end with the condensation. And this is the Enderley. And in 1985, me and my pal was standing about out there in the waste ground and found that wee hole in the ground. And we looked in and thought, what's down here? Ran away over, got our torches, and the rest is history. So we'll head back. That was a big metal door on there. You can walk over there from the railway a wee bit. See, during this time of year, it's overgrown. You can't do it. Look, there's a spider's nest. Look, there's a spider, but it's nest early. Watch, don't touch that. Up here. There. See it? Don't touch that on your head. Although that hair I use is a perfect nesting material. Right. Now we'll head back. It's a bit misty here, I can't see, my glasses have steamed up and everything. Get a wee look about this before we head back.
Who did you find it with?
Mark, Jessica's dad. So we ran over the house, which is just over there, over at the school we done over there, and grabbed our torches and our wellies. It was a great discovery. That was the first urbex I ever done, 1985, and we've pretty much hooked on it ever since. It sits us down the level, and it was a bit of a slope there, bit of a slope coming down. Right, we'll find this. I've never noticed the shape of that before. See that there? Right, we'll find this graffiti on the way up. I think it's in the next one. It's on there. It's like somebody's playing cards or something, and they've put their initials on each game they won. The old Terence lager can with it's got the woman on it back. That was here. It still seems to be disappeared. See part of the old bench here as well, Lee, where they used to sit on. Look.
Was that long or was that hit?
That was joined right up over onto them. There. Full length. That was the bench. Don't know what it was, but
Something like that or something.
it sounded like it was falling down, creaking. Right, so on this wall here, Lee, keep an eye on that. It might just be water running, squeezing down behind it. Right, we're near that graffiti. It's about here. Something like this. It's black pen, a pencil. Oh, where is it? I never even passed it. I'm sure it was here. Ah, see the black mark over where the water height has been, see it? I mean, it's up to your knees. I'm sure it was in here. It's maybe in the next one down. It's not as far as this, so it must be in the next one.
There's a wee mark.
It's like kind of black stuff here, see that? No, it's writing. It is writing. It might be on this next one. Let's... Oops. There's the water level, look. That's above my knee, halfway up my thigh.
So, mark.
Up your waist. But the thing is, it drains away pretty quickly. It drains away pretty... Eh? Right, it must be doing on this one, Lee. As I say, it's been a while since I've been here. And I forget. There's scratches, so I think it's here. I think this is the one. That looks as if it takes a bit of a bend there. Right, any time now surely, or I've just completely forgotten where it is. It's got to be here. There it is there.
Oh. Neat handwriting.
It is there. So it's like R, R, H, R, R. It's as if somebody's won a game of cards and they've R. So there you go. Somebody older, like your great granny's age, done that. A long time ago. Right, we've got some decent photos there, I think, so we'll head back up. I hope you enjoyed this evening's explore to an abandoned World War II air raid shelter. No location will be given as usual, but it's a well-known shelter, so that's for up to somebody else to tell you. I'm not telling you. Up through the mist again. It's pretty hot outside, I must say. It's temperature's really ramped up. This is the 6th of September 21. And as you can see, it's a lot of stuff been burnt on these stairs in the past. There used to be a scrapyard nearby and they burnt the tyres in here all the time. It is, I feel heatly, jeez. It is getting a bit, it feels like you're walking in a shower. It's getting a bit poor here, so maybe the time has come, we'll not be back, but just there's that much dampness up here. Is there? I think my lens is steamed up as well, folks, so my lens is steamed up. And there we have it. Thanks very much for watching, folks, and I'll get you in the next one.